Whoa. Whoa. We're back. We're live. I am actually super not going to lie. My balance is a little out of whack right now. You guys are going to see me swaying a little bit. Mainly due to the fact that I was on a boat for the night. I was actually staying on a boat last night, which was fun. I was out in Portland, and that was really cool. Got to go to an Our Lady Peace concert with my girlfriend. Amazing. And I posted all the videos on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want, please check out those videos. If you guys want to see some great clips of the show. Give me a second. We got Ty Lord is in the house. What up, dude? Ty Lord is praising the Garza. Garza. They call me Garza. So we're going to be reacting to just whatever Trump videos we could find, because we love Trump on this channel. We're Trump fanboys. Kind of just doing our thing. And I will tell you, though, it's been a while since I spent the night on a boat. And that was an interesting... It was very interesting. I felt okay earlier, and then as the day has worn on, I feel like extreme levels of like all over the place. And hold on. Oh, how's it going, Annie? We got Annie in the house. I'm sorry I didn't I don't even think I really streamed on Monday, did I? I think I streamed at some point during Monday. But I think it was only for like a couple hours. But yeah, I didn't stream yesterday because I went to a concert. Our Lady Peace, dude. Unfreaking believable, dude. Our Lady Peace is just an amazing band. I recorded some short videos while I was at the concert, and my freaking goodness, man, was it amazing. So it was just a fantabulous show, man. I loved it. But give me a few moments. We're going to react to a little bit of Trumpography. Oh, we got TJ working on the greenhouse. Hell yeah. Let's see what Asmon's reacting to here.
Who is this new guy? Tell me about him.
His name is Jeremy, and I'm like really into him. Right now, he's living at his dad's house in Hollywood, but it's like just temporary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because at first I was like, is this a red flag?
No, that's not a red flag. You know, I had the same feelings when Andrew came home with a face tattoo that says fuck women, and at first I was like, this might be a red flag. But the more that I thought about it, the more I realized, no, that's just being creative.
You know, that's not a red flag. That's called self-expression.
He is an artist.
That's exactly how I
This is pretty good, actually. This is pretty funny. Okay, let's see. I love Asmon's reaction to these things, dude.
felt when I found out that Jeremy went to prison for 10 years.
That's not a red flag to me.
That is taking responsibility for your actions.
More guys should go to prison.
Yeah.
That is exactly how I felt when Andrew stabbed someone in line at Starbucks
Man.
for cutting him 2 days ago.
Andrew and Jeremy must be really good-looking guys.
Good for him.
Like,
Yeah,
that,
they
to
must
me,
be really
is called
good-looking
being a
guys.
man and standing up for yourself.
People at Starbucks just think they can do whatever they want. What a gentleman.
He really is.
Yeah. Yeah, they must be at least 6'5", right?
That's
I mean,
funny, dude. Oh, that's funny. Oh, poor baby. Little guy swallowed shampoo. Asmongold as a girlfriend?
Or why am I being talked about again? What's going on?
Wait, Asmon's got a woman? No way, dude. Asmon's no longer single? Wait, oh my, Tectone. So Tectone, of course, is going to react to this. Oh, no. I do enjoy me some Tectone reactions. This guy's funny as shit, dude.
Saw Tectone.
Yo, Don P. Bongwater, can you
had an entire part of his podcast.
can you make a video about a journey of me trying to get Asmongold's gay shirt off of him?
Dedicated to they had a little struggle session about me.
And prevent him from fucking fat bitches? Bro, it's not my fault that me and every other sound of mind individual are a little bit concerned that Asmongold might be a chubby chaser. He might. I'm sorry, bro. Calling Demi an A.
Hey, there's nothing wrong, by the way. Nothing wrong with being a chubby chaser. There's no shame in that, by the way. What's the shame in that, dude? Hey, if Asmon's a skinny guy, sometimes skinny. I'm not saying I'm skinny. Sometimes, hey, nothing wrong with thick. Thick is good, dude. Thick is good. All right. But Tectone makes me laugh. Let's see here.
Or S body type is insane. But I am just concerned that our boy Asmongold is going to end up with a fucking hippo. Or worse.
Nothing wrong with dude. Nothing wrong with getting with a big girl. Nothing wrong with that.
Be gay. The joke's gone on long enough, man. I swear to God, if it's July 1st and Asmongold is still wearing that pride shirt, I might have
I hope Asmon continues to wear that fucking shirt.
to do a wellness check on. Let's keep going here. Can you make that a video?
They were upset about me. We're gonna watch it. We are. I forgot all about this. Where the hell to go? Here it is.
Dude, we got to get that gay shirt off Asmom. He's gone from Roach King to Whale King. That shirt is absolutely cursed.
True.
If you guys aren't killing or resurrecting brown people, I don't care.
What about you, Powder?
Yo, dog, I don't know none of this shit, but fuck it, I ball with y'all.
Listen, that shirt is sentient. As soon as he put that on, all of a sudden he's saying shit like, come hither, my thick fridge queens.
True.
We need to burn it. We
This is funny as shit.
have to burn the evil. It's not
True.
kosher.
Fat bitches and soda, that's the perfect pair. Belly bigger than a laundry chair, thighs rubbing together like crickets in the night. Asthma's kind of woman, she.
Asmon's kind of woman, bro. This is so foul. This is so foul. How did he end up a chubby chaser, dude?
There's nothing wrong with that, dude. Nothing wrong with dude. Hey, Asmon's into what he's into, brother. There's no shame in that. No shame.
He's supposed to be an Asian gooner, man. Come on. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's a beautiful sight.
Asmon's S-tier body type car wash. Come on.
Some like them petite, some like them tall. Asthma likes them wide like a bathroom stall. Waddle to the kitchen, grab another drink. Her gut's so big it makes the kitchen sing. Diabetes kicking in, but who really cares? So the stains on the shirt she proudly wears. Can't see her feet, haven't in years. Asthma's dream girl bringing him to tears. Fat bitches and soda, that's the perfect pair. Belly bigger than a laundry chair. Thighs rubbing together like crickets in the night. Asthma's kind of woman.
Tectone is suffering right now, by the way. Tectone is suffering. And I love it. I love Tectone, dude. Tectone is funny as shit, dude. Holy shit, this is great. This is amazing. Unbelievable.
She's a beautiful sight, soda belly jiggling to the beat, can't fit through the door. What a treat, fat is where it's at. Asthma agrees. Now let's see her drink another 2-liter with ease.
Oh, Jesus.
She's probably not morbidly obese. She's probably
Oh, fuck. This is it's too good, man, bro. You got my ass cackling out here, bro. Holy crap.
80 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
I can tell.
All right, here's the plan. First, find Asmon and annihilate the rainbow shirt. Second, cock block whatever BBW situation is happening because of it.
Yeah, this sounds lame. I'm gonna go back to Vietnam to turn more of those Indians to beef curry.
Okay, do your thing.
Are you the breakfast person? All of us A's mods ordered the bacon. Lock.
What is happening? Dude, what the hell's happening, man? This is hilarious, dude. This is great, man.
Lots of the bacon.
What the fuck is happening here? Don't worry about it. These are his moderators. They're harmless. Just
Hey, be kind to Asmongold's mods. They're very good people. Asmongold's mods and editors are very good people. By the way, I feel like Powder just looks insane here. Listen, I know it's funny, whatever the fuck we're doing with. I get it's funny. Powder looks funny. Can we just make her a cute little elf instead, please? Please, God. Just make Powder a cute little elf, please. This shit is cursed. This shit is beyond cursed. It makes me so uncomfortable. Okay? Let's just make her.
I mean, this is amazing so far, dude. I'm having a blast with this. Holy crap, brothers. This is too funny. Okay, give me a second, you guys. We're gonna react to some Trump stuff here pretty soon, though. We're gonna react to our boy Trump, Zaddy Trump. We're gonna do that here in a bit.
Cute little elf, please, please.
Aw, no bakey for the mods.
I'm Tater Tom, Asmon's top mod. You're here about his gay shirt?
Yeah, it needs to be destroyed before he makes a horrible decision like inviting.
This is hilarious. First off, whoever the hell made this AI slop I'm loving this. This is hilarious. Dude, this is so fucking great.
Frogan the Huckover.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go on up. He's looking for another dead animal that's making the house stink.
No. Stop.
This is great, dude. This is so. The rainbow shirt's killing me. And the fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Wow, this is great, man. This is great.
Bro.
This is so. This is. This is over the top. Oh man. Oh my goodness, dude. This is on another level, man. This is on another level. Amazing.
Oh, you cannot do this, dude. You cannot do this. Listen, can we all agree that the first week of Pride Month, it was a rough week for Asmon, but he's bounced back. He has bounced back. He has bounced back. He has heard my critiques and he has bounced back. He's back to normal. Okay, he called out everybody. He's back in a solid state of mind. He just had a weak week. Oh, he had a very weak week. His shirt was corrupting him. Okay, this is insane. We're reaching.
This is awesome, dude. I love this. This is great, man. I love this.
Levels of generational oral loss. It's back. Give it back to him. This is too much, bro. This is too much. I low-key feel bad. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Obviously, we're all concerned. We don't want to end up with a fatty, but god damn, bro. These are some heifers. These are some heifers.
Guys, what are you all doing here?
The curse ends now! Yes.
What the fuck did you do that for? You guys are actually insane.
I love it.
Who the fuck are you anyways?
I'm Powder, the blackest and whitest V-teamer on the planet. Remember the name, motherfucker.
Yep.
I was gonna
What the fuck? What is happening here? No, Mega, dude. I'm full Mega. I love Mega. Make America great, dude. Make America great again, bro. Seriously. Mega. Give me one moment, though. I gotta check something real quick. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really greatly appreciate it. And I gotta look up something. I gotta look up something real quick. Oh, before they turn off all the lights, won't read your wrongs to your rights. Give me just a second. All right, one moment. All right.
Change that shirt tomorrow anyways. Time to send these hogs back. The joke's gone on long enough.
Good. 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 Good.
Chat, we did it. We destroyed the cursed rainbow shirt. This is the end of this shitty AI skit. See y'all in the next one.
Love it. I don't think it was shitty. I thought it was beautiful, man. Listen, you can't guilt me and my chat and the overwhelming community, and it's in his own comments too. People are concerned about the shirt, and I get it.
Well, we got Tiny Lion Gaming in the house saying, what in the hell did I walk into? Dude, Tiny Lion Gaming, you walked into beauty, dude. You walked into beauty, bro.
Some people think it's funny, you know, they see the shirt, it drives them crazy, but I'm telling you, there's something there. Something happened, and it was a week, and it's done now. It's done. It's done. But for that week, it was scary. And for that week, people were rightfully concerned. Me, one of them. Okay? But don't worry. In we'll see, 8 days, surely he will take the shirt off and he will go to levels above and beyond. I've been saying this. It's just like Rock Lee taking off the training weights.
Yep.
He will return. It's all good. We only have 8 more days left to endure this shit, and we will have our Roach King back. It will be absolutely okay. The curse has ended? I believe so. Since swapping to the flannel, it's already been a step up. The original one was really fucking bad. But I think we will be okay. And also, I am going to get so jacked that they have to make my AI version even more muscular. When I break 315, oh my God. When I break 315 and I lose all my belly fat, I'm going to look like a fucking monster. Please make...
Your tech sounds pretty dope. Trump issues an ultimatum after abruptly canceling the housing bill signing. Let's take a listen.
We like our leader. We like everybody really in the room. I don't like a few people, but that's okay. I think you know who they are. But I'll give you that information someday. Yeah. But for the most part, we have a really well unified party. And I said it very strongly. We have the hottest country anywhere in the world. Yep. We're the most powerful. We're the smartest. We're the most respected. 2 years ago, we were a laughingstock all over the world.
Agreed.
We had a terrible group of people representing us. Every leader, I just left G7. Every leader, and we had a lot of people in addition to G7, as you know, came. Everyone said, What we've done in a year and a half is a miracle. We have the hottest country in the world, and we want to keep it that way. We have more factories being built right now than we have at any point at any time in the history of our country. And all of those factories are opening up soon. It's all jobs. And our job numbers are incredible anyway. I see that oil just broke the $70 number. Who would have thought that was going to happen? And that's during a war. And Iran is being very nice. They're agreeing to everything that I want. And they have to. Otherwise, we just go back and do what we have to do. Thank you very much.
All right.
Hey, Trump's on the right path, dude. I think he's on the right path, dude. Look, there are certain bills. I don't know everything about this bill, but I'm sure he had his reasons for canceling it. I don't know what it even is, but he has reasons. I'm pretty sure they're valid. I'm pretty sure the left is just doing what they usually do, and they're just bitching about whatever they want to bitch about. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Let's keep going.
To the president, they're saying, because this was a big topic of discussion, we understand at the lunch, that Iran is being very nice. They're doing everything that I'm asking them to do. President saying that oil has broken through $70. It's just above there in the account that we have. President saying that the United States is the hottest country in the world. Jillian Quip that know that.
Yes, it is. We are, dude. Everybody wants a piece of the U.S., bro. Everybody wants a piece of the U.S. And by the way, silver. Speaking of something interesting, silver crashed really, really hard today. I was very excited about it. I still am. I'm hoping that silver goes down even further. The lower the price of silver, the better, in my opinion. It's not financial advice. I just love buying silver when it dips. So when silver dips, man, that's when I go cray-cray. I go a little crazy. When silver dips, I need it to dip. I want it to dip. Because I need you, and I want you crawling underneath my skin. Like a hunger, like the burning, to find the place I've never been. Now I'm broken, and I'm fading.
I mean,
technically.
Technically.
If we're talking temperature.
Because I think it's 104 degrees there today. And then the president saying that he got along with everybody in the lunch. He said, I like everybody. Well, some I don't like. We've heard that there was a little bit of a dust-up between him and Senator Cassidy of Louisiana, which is not to be expected.
We also heard, I mean, it's good to see him there with Senator Thune, right? Because they've not been, entirely copacetic on the same page lately. So at least they're, managing this together now.
You'll notice that he was the only one that wasn't wearing a red tie. So maybe they're not quite on the same page. All right.
Be sure to like and
Well, shit. I don't know what it means. Oh, President Trump meets with NATO and Secretary General Mark Rutte at the White House. Let's take a look.
defense output. This is important for Europe. When I point at all these jobs, of course, also many jobs being created in Europe and in Canada, but again, almost 200,000 here in the United States, supported.
Laugh out loud. WTF happened in New York last night. Are you okay, America? You're giving your country up to the day, SP.
Whoa, Mandy, hold on. So Mandy's saying WTF happened in New York last night. Are you okay, America? You're giving your country up to the DS. Oh, the Democratic Socialist Party. I heard that a Mamdani-backed candidate, if I'm hearing you right, a Mamdani-backed candidate got voted in on a primary or something. The Democrats are sadly turning into a pure socialist. Hold on. We are not in a good position if they gain any kind of power. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Mandy, I completely see where you're coming from on this one. I really do. Like, wholeheartedly see where you're coming from on this.
By all these investments, but it is about defense industrial output. And this is also what the Ankara summit has to be about. The whole first day will be about defense industrial production, because we can spend as much as we want, but we need the interceptors, the missiles, we need the tanks.
By the way, Mandy, thank you for the super chat. By the way, on this channel, we're always very thankful for super chats. So anytime you guys send a super chat, we approve of it, we appreciate it, and we like to highlight it. So if you guys do send a super chat, by the way, super chats do get highlighted. Alternatively, you can always send GIFs, but super chats really get you on the board. If you guys want your voice to be heard, I will highlight a super chat, because super chats are a big deal to this channel. So keep that in mind. So don't forget to send a super chat.
Tanks, we need the artificial intelligence, etc., etc. And this is what you are doing that in the US, but also therefore putting all that pressure on the defense industrial base. And finally, you had the G7 last week. I think that was a big success. What you've seen there is that, yes, you are president of the United States, but I want to make this point. For me, you are first of all the leader of the free world. In 2 weeks in Ankara, you will have not 7.
He's right. Trump is the leader of the free world. Whether you guys want to admit it or not, man, he is our leader. He is. And honestly, you guys could disagree with me on this, but he is the greatest president we've ever had. I'd probably say Lincoln might be our number one, but number two's got to be Trump. Man, maybe number 2, George Washington. But Trump's got to be in the top 3 or top 5 greatest presidents of all time, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Think what you want, say what you want, but Trump's the GOAT, dude.
Countries. You will have 42 countries, the 32 allies, US and the other 31, but also 9 or 10 other countries from the Middle East, from the Indo-Pacific. And they want to hear your lead. You will provide that. I know this. This is what you do in Iran, this is what you do in defense industrial output, on spending, and all of this. You being leader of the free world. And now we see it with Ukraine, the fact that Ukraine stays strong in the fight, that you still provide all the stuff they need, paid for by European and Canadian allies, fair enough, but very important for them to stay in the fight and all the other things the United States is doing. So I'm really looking forward to that summit. I know that Erdogan, the president of Turkey, looks forward to receiving his good friend Donald J. Trump. But I just wanted to tell this story because, ladies and gentlemen of the American media, this is important. This is your president, but also leader of the free world.
The GOAT, by the way, the GOAT, the greatest president of all time.
Taking the leadership role as is necessary.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any questions, please?
I think most people would agree with me on this one, that Trump is the greatest president we've ever had. E.T. says, Garza, you're the man. I know I am. Is Mama Garza doing? Yes, Mama. My mom is doing. She's doing as well as she can. I'm not going to go too into what she's dealing with, but yeah. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it at the moment because it's like I just don't know what the result's gonna be. If we're gonna be honest, I just don't know what the result is gonna be with the medication that she's taking. So so ET, I don't want to talk about it right now, man. It hurts. It hurts to talk about. So. Anyway, I'm just reacting to Trump, having a good time tonight, and gonna try to feel better.
Mr. President, after all this, do you...
Hey, E.T., thank you though, man. I mean it. Thank you, Brad. But no, I really do hope she feels better. I really do. It's honestly, it feels like so many things are up in the air with her, but with her health and everything, but I think she's gonna pull through. But you never know. I just don't know. I don't know. Let's keep. Let's watch Trump for a bit.
You've been so transformative vis-a-vis NATO, and I think the Secretary General just stated that you transformed NATO, the likes which nobody would have even thought that you could have done. After all that, do you still think the European allies, like you told me, treated you badly? And if so, what can they do to make things better? And to you, Secretary Rutte, can you confirm that all the thousands of flights, as you stated today and yesterday on Fox News, are...
Annie says, praying for your mom, Garza. Thank you, Annie. I appreciate it. If you guys could put my mom in your prayers, that would that'd be a big deal to me, man. That'd actually mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot. Amos says, continue looking after your mom. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to do my best. Anyway, sorry. Let's keep going.
In compliance with NATO treaty, sir.
Well, let me just say, he's been a friend of mine. He's a great guy, great leader, great Secretary General. Everybody respects.
Hippo. I don't know why you think I'm a bigot. Look, I think you can like Trump and be a decent individual. I believe that two things can be true. And honestly, just because you think Trump is the devil doesn't mean he is. You know, people can think what they want. Doesn't mean what they're thinking is reality. The truth is, people think that Trump is a terrible person. Trump isn't. Trump's actually a good person, whether you like to admit it or not. So, I respect the hell out of him. He's not perfect. He's got a bit of a mouth on him. Does he tend to talk too much and tend to be very adversarial? Sure. But he's still the greatest president we've ever had, so I don't really care.
Him, and I appreciate your nice words, but you really have done a good job. And I think if anybody else were in that position, we wouldn't even be meeting today, to be honest with you, because we were let down. We didn't need help on this at all. We've demolished them in literally the first week. But it would have been nice if they would have said, we'd like to help. We didn't even need it, but it would have been nice if they said that. They didn't say it. But as Secretary General, and he's the boss of the whole operation, he was, I believe if I would have called him, and I didn't bother doing that because I was doing individual countries just to take the temperature and see how they were doing. But I think if I would have called him, he probably would have found a way to help if we needed it. I feel, would have been a little bit different. But I was disappointed. I was disappointed with Italy. I was disappointed with the UK. He's now gone. And, he had a lot of problems. But we were disappointed with the UK. We were disappointed with Germany and France. We were disappointed with most of them. Spain is a horror show. Spain is terrible, even from your standpoint. I mean, they don't want to pay anything. They think they're in for...
Oh, Spain, as far as the country goes in the whole NATO scheme of things, dude, lazy. It's because they're all these European countries are turning communist, and what happens when these countries turn communist is they become really lazy, and that's not good. You don't want a communist country because then everybody becomes lazy, nothing happens, and then the world crumbles, and then society crumbles. So anyway, communist sucks, dude. Sorry, communism sucks. We all know it. We all know that communism's terrible. By the way, if you guys have an opinion on this, send a super chat. Super chats get answered immediately. I will give you my honest answer, by the way. So anybody who sends a super chat, 1, you get recognized. 2, I will give you my honest opinion, no matter what the question is. Even if the question is crazy AF, I will put it up on the board. Okay? As long as it's a super chat. So if you want your voice to be heard, now's your moment. Now is your time.
For a free ride, Spain is not a good group, not a good group at all. But I have great respect for this man, and so we're going to be discussing what took place, and we'll see what happens. Thank you.
Can I answer to your second question? Because I don't have many disagreements with the President of the United States.
That's because President Trump rocks. And these are two alpha males, all right? These are a couple alpha males, all right? They're kicking butt in life and everything else. Kicking butt.
Here I have to slightly, because I do agree there's reason for disappointment, absolutely. But my argument is this. These are isolated cases. When you look at...
Hey, Larson Christopher, love you, brother. Larson Christopher says, communism is for dumb and evil people. I would, yeah, honestly, maybe you might, I don't know about the evil part per se, but I know that a lot of I think dumb and lazy, I think is more accurate. I think lazy people love communism. Lazy people absolutely love communism, straight up.
Take, for example, Germany. From day one, they delivered on their these are bilateral commitments, a bit of the techniques of this, but the technology, but these are bilateral commitments these countries are having with the United States. So this is not, strictly speaking, NATO. Bilateral commitments, they all did what they promised to do. And this led to between 4,000 and 5,000 US planes taking off from Europe. I would argue it would have been very difficult to do Iran without having Europe as a power projection platform for the United States. But again, he's right. There is also reason for disappointment. It is a mixed bag.
Well, the big question is, are they paying the 5%? They agreed 6 months ago when we were together to pay 5%. And
are they
for the
agreeing
most
to
part,
it?
they're not paying.
Well, when you look at the numbers, take for example Germany. So we agreed they get a couple of years together because you cannot spend it in 1 year because you have an absorption problem. But Germany, for example, Germany has is doubling its defense spending between 2021 and 2029. They will spend over 150 billion by 2029, which is staggering, more than the French and the Brits combined even. Take the Dutch, and Poland and the Baltics already there. Countries like Denmark really stepping up. So and the Nordics. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, but most of them are doing it, and the alliance is so much stronger because of this man.
Are the sorties in compliance?
Please.
He's basically saying that things are better because of Trump, and he's right. Things are better. Things are better because of Trump. Trump has made shit happen, okay? Trump is one of the few presidents to make things happen. Biden, all talk. Obama, all talk and atrocities. We're not going to go over those, but by the way, you guys say that Trump is so terrible, but honestly, look at the atrocities of Biden. No, sorry. Biden and Obama. Oh, Annie's super sweet, man. Annie gave some love to Larson and is telling Larson to tell his mom and dad hello. That's amazing. No, Annie's great, man. Annie's amazing.
Yellow dress.
Thank you, Bedtime from GB News. You mentioned that our Prime Minister has got one foot out the door. The new guy's coming in, Andy Burnham. What do you know about him, Mr. President? And what does he need to do to improve the relationship between?
Yeah, know about who?
The new incoming Prime Minister, Andy Burnham.
I don't know anything. I see that he was, I guess, the mayor of a town. I hear he's extremely liberal.
ET, thank you so much. Appreciate you encouraging people. Yeah, dude, send ET saying tell people, send me some super chats. Yeah, dude. ET wants everybody to send me super chats. I dig it, dude. Hell yeah. Hey, if you guys want to send super chats, man, I'm not going to argue with that. I'll never argue with super chats. You know that. I'll never argue with super chats, dude. If you guys send me super chats, I'm like I'm feeling pretty, you know what? Feels very hot, 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 hot. Yeah, dude. ET loves to glaze me, dude. I love ET. I love ET because he glazes me so much. I love that. So I love you, ET. Mwah. Try not to kiss ET too much, but I do. I appreciate the glaze, bro. You know I appreciate the glaze. I need special treatment from ET is what I'm really trying to get at. ET, you are for me.
Extremely. So that means he probably won't open up the North Sea. You know, I gave Keir Starmer some pretty good advice. I said, open up the North Sea. Go to Aberdeen, which was the hottest city in the whole continent. It was the oil city. It was the oil of.
I praise Trump. I praise Trump, dude. I give him all the praise. I give him all the credit. I give Trump credit where credit's due, dude. He's been an incredible president. I mean, people are jealous, obviously. People are super jealous of Trump. Like, you know, straight up, people are. The only reason people don't like him is because he's successful. And he's not humble. And that's the best part about him. He's not humble. In fact, he kind of reminds me of a rapper. You know what I mean? Because rappers get really successful and then they start forgetting where they come from, you know. Tiny Lion Gaming says, praise God, what the fuck? Hey, Annie, thank you so much for the finger heart. I appreciate it. Everybody give a shout out to Annie. Thank you so much for the finger heart. Mucho apreciado. As you all know, we love gifts. Honestly, we appreciate anything. If you guys want to send a super chat, feel free to send a super chat. You get highlighted on super chats if you want to send a gift. We highlight gifts as well. I mean, obviously, you just saw that Annie's gift floated on the center of the screen. So you send a gift, you get noticed. You send a super chat, you get noticed. That's a big deal, man. I want you guys to get noticed. So let's keep going. Let's get to it.
Of Europe, and they closed everything. It was terrible. I saw it before my eyes, and I couldn't believe it. The North Sea is loaded. I have had every oil company come to see me. Sir, could you give us access to the UK? We would do anything to drill in the North Sea.
Oh, yeah, they do anything. Oh, ooh.
And they haven't even found what's there. The amazing thing is they buy their oil from Norway, which gets the oil from the North Sea. Think of it. And they pay a big premium. Norway's got now $2 trillion in the bank. And UK.
2 trill? Fuck yeah, dude. They got 2 trill in the bank? Fuck yeah.
Is dying. So they should open up the North Sea. It's an easy one. And a lot of good things are going to happen. It's among the greatest fields in the world. Peter?
President Trump, great night for Democratic Socialist candidates last night. In the New York primaries, they swept and knocked out 2 incumbents. You're from New York. Why?
Oh, yeah. Democratic Socialists are so disgusting. Democratic Socialists, it's like you're taking democracy, which is a bad idea. We're a constitutional republic, by the way. But you're taking democracy, which is a bad idea, and then combining it with socialism, which is an even shittier idea. Meld the two together, and you get a really, really crappy idea. You know, it's basically, it's synergy in reverse. It's crappergy. It's not synergy, it's crappergy. Crappergy. When you combine 2 or more bad ideas together to create a new idea, it's called crappergy. But yeah, democratic socialism is the most low IQ idea that anybody's ever created. And if anybody's even studied a lick of economics or any sort of theory at all, like, they'd understand that I'm right and they're wrong. It's good to be right, dude. It's good to be correct. I believe I'm right, dude. I believe I'm right. I can't help myself. I love myself. I want you to love me when I feel down.
Why do you think it is that now the endorsement of Zohran Mamdani means more than the endorsement of Hakeem Jeffries?
Well, they're going.
Well, that's first off, Hakeem Jeffries is also another one of those idiot Democrat socialists or whatever the hell he is these days. Hakeem Jeffries is terrible. Mamdani's terrible because they're all socialists. Socialists blow. They suck. They're terrible, dude. Socialists blow. Socialism's not a good idea. Like, there's so much history to prove me right and you wrong. Socialism and communism, or any sort of collectivism that's implemented on a very large scale, crumbles a society very quickly. Okay? Socialism sucks, communism sucks, and yes, I am for real. Seriously, I'm for real. I cannot stand socialism and communism. Just can't. I'm not about it. I'm really not. I know that you guys think no, you can call me cringe. That's fine. But I'm the man, dude.
Radical left, they're going really, you talk about the Democrat socialists, it's really communist. That's these people. I watched that woman last night. That's not a socialist. I know socialists. That woman is a communist. And what they don't say is that I was 16-0 last night. But mine were a little more boring, a little more mainstream. They were Republican conservatives. But we were 16-0. And if you look over the last 2.5...
I mean, Trump's got a good... 16 for 16, man. It's a good percentage, dude. He's got a good percentage going on, man. He's got a good field goal percentage, man. Hey, Trump's kicking butt, dude. Trump is kicking butt. Whether you like to admit it or not, whether you sickos like to admit it or not, whether you like to, yeah.
Years we're about 347 and just about 0. That's pretty good. But nobody writes that. But he picked 3. They won. They beat a guy named Dan Goldman.
Somebody's making a ruckus upstairs. At least it sounds like a ruckus. I don't know what the hell's happening upstairs. I don't ever ask. I let people do their thing. I appreciate people's privacy. Let's go. Maybe they watch the show. It makes me wonder, do my neighbors watch my show? That's the question I'm curious about. Do my neighbors watch the show? Because it seems like anytime I do the show, they may, like if I say something that they may not agree with, they make kind of a ruckus upstairs. So there's a pattern here. A pattern. Maybe they don't, but maybe they do. And if they do, great. And if they don't like it, that's okay too. I'm very accepting that most people, I accept that most people don't accept the way I view the world. I'm very comfortable with that. I'm extremely comfortable with that.
Loser. He was one of my prosecutors, one of my many prosecutors that they used on me. Dan Goldman, not a good prosecutor, fortunately, but he's now looking for a job. I was very surprised to see, because he's a pretty liberal guy. When they go more liberal than Dan Goldman, they're really into Never, never land.
Does this tell you that the Democratic Party's 2028 nominee will likely be, or could likely be, a Democratic socialist?
Well, it should make it easier for Republicans, because...
Well, yeah, because and I see where Trump's going with this. He's saying it should be easier for Republicans, and I'm going to elaborate on this. The reason it's easier for Republicans is because Democratic socialists actually make the Democratic Party look really bad because Democratic socialists are really stupid. At the end of the day, you're taking really two shitty ideas and combining them together. Democracy and socialism, you combine those two, you're creating a crap sandwich. Sorry. Not sorry. But you know I'm right. You know that democratic socialism is a low IQ idea. I think most people would at least agree with me on that. But they're going to be like, it's not a revolutionary idea. You're taking two really old, stupid ideas and combining them together. And it may be a new idea, but it doesn't make it a good one. Taking two crappy, shitty ideas and melding them together and saying it's a new idea. No, it's a new bad idea. You're taking two idiotic concepts and screwing everything up.
Laugh out loud.
Frog Eat Frog has been a member for 9 months, dude. I wonder if Frog Eat Frog is about ready to give birth. It's 9 months. Wait a minute. Frog Eat Frog. Is Frog Eat Frog having my baby? When Frog Eat Frog became a VIP member 9 months ago, did he somehow get pregnant? And is he the father of my child? These are questions that only philosophers and scientists can answer. I don't have the knowledge or experience to answer this effectively.
Most of the nation is...
How you doing, Frog Eat Frog? I love you, bro. We got Frog Eat Frog in the house, bro. I'm not leftist. I'm not a dumb leftist. What are you talking about, bro? Stat 2020 says leftist channel. No thank. I'm not a leftist. Dude, don't call me a leftist, dude. I think democratic socialists are dumb. I think it's a bad idea, dude.
Is composed of sane people. They don't want to... You know, if you look throughout history, go back thousands of years, you've always had socialism and communism by different names. It's never ever worked. It's not going to work this time either. Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. As a Turk myself.
Okay, what's up with that? What's up with that violin that's playing in the background?
Whose phone is it?
Oh, somebody's phone is going off. Okay, I was like, I thought there was like background music being played. I was like, oh, this is epic. Frog Eat Frog says, I did. It looks just like you. His name is Michael Brony Garza II. Frog Eat Frog. This is all I gotta say. Heart emojis. Sunset heart hands. You get all my heart emojis, bro. Frog Eat Frog, dude. I love you, Brony.
Don't worry about it.
Not a fire alarm. As a Turk,
it's right. Fire.
As a Turk myself, I can tell you with great confidence that your presence in Ankara is eagerly anticipated. What's your message to your great friend Erdogan and the Turkish people? Because you're going to be there in less than.
Are you from Turkey?
Yeah, I'm a Turk
Good.
myself.
Good. Well,
And-
I like him. He's a friend of mine, and he stayed out of the war. You know, he was a prime candidate to go into the war with Iran, maybe on the Iran side, because he's not a big fan of Israel, as you know.
Yep.
And I asked him to stay out. He stayed out. And you know who else was great? Was President Xi of China. He could have come in. He gets half of his oil from that area. You know, I could see him wanting to, and I asked him to please stay out, and he did. We did a good job, but he stayed out. Erdogan's a great leader, very strong person, great military, and I asked him to stay out, and he did, and so did President Xi, and frankly, so did Putin, if you really look. But you could say
The Putin. Vladimir Putin.
that Vladimir has some other things to focus on.
Vlad. Brad, Vlad. Frog Eat Frog says National Socialism is bad. Oh, dude, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. And then Coyote 3 says German Socialist Party. Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, socialism sucks, dude. Socialism is like... And, you know, Trump's right. Socialism and communism have been tried for thousands and thousands of years. And they fail every time. And you know, they go by different names every time. But it's collectivism at the end of the day. These terrible concepts that are implemented at the government level, they're all collectivist in nature. And what we find is that collectivism, when implemented on a very massive scale, basically federal government, for example, it just makes things worse. It doesn't improve anything, and it just makes things shitty. That's all there is to it, man.
But they all stayed out. I mean, it was pretty amazing. People were surprised.
Tied to that, Mr. President.
And I think that Erdogan is, look, he loves Turkey, right? He's doing a great job. He loves Turkey. I love the U.S., but he loves Turkey, and he's doing a great job. He's a respected man, a respected leader, and he's been a friend of mine. Now, I shouldn't say that, because guys like Peter would say, oh, he likes Erdogan. He likes Erdogan. No, Peter won't. Peter doesn't. Some of the others, let's say. But Erdogan is a strong man, but he's been everything I've ever asked him for, he's done.
And tied to that, Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General clearly pointed out that allies want to do defense business with you, and Turkey is definitely one of them.
Absolutely.
They want the F-110 jet engines, and they want the F-35 fighter jets.
Give them the jet engines, dude. No, I don't know. I have no idea. This is a little above my pay grade, but we'll see.
Are you going to Turkey with a big gift bag?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Look, he's a member of NATO. Some people don't consider him so, but he really is. He's a strong member of NATO. Yeah, I'm going to probably do something that's going to make him very happy.
And Turkey has
Tell him
a
hello,
huge...
right? Tell him hello. He's a good man.
And Turkey has a huge defense industrial base. 3,000 companies working all over the alliance, also here in the United States. So strong...
People don't know how big Turkey is in terms of the military. It's a very strong... They have a lot of our equipment. A very strong military. Because of him.
What are your expectations, sir, about this?
Make Turkey great again. Make it great again, dude.
Meeting in Ankara. What do you think?
Well, except for the fact that it was being held in Turkey by...
I will admit, admittedly, I'm not a big fan of gold. Overall, I think the fact that everything's kind of gold-plated, it's kind of eh. I think the White House would look better, like, maybe not gold-themed per se, but maybe like, I don't know, silver maybe? Silver would be pretty tight.
President Erdogan, I don't think I would have gone to it.
You must come for me.
But I might go for I mean, I wouldn't have gone for, you know, what we went through over the last 2 months with, you know, the various countries. But you're probably right. I would have gone for you. But I would have not gone for most people. But he called me up. He said, please, I have it in Turkey. You got to be there, the United States.
Hold on. The crossover we never thought would happen.
It's always been about...
So this is the crossover we never thought would happen. I'm curious. Let's see.
The Money Act 2. Oh, we got it.
This is a Tectone video. Tectone's reacting to some AI slop, and, well, let's react to it together.
Lock the fuck in for this, bro. This sounds like a treat.
A great battle took place here at what was previously Cheeseburger Hill 420. And as you can see, the devastation is immense. The fat frogs...
The alleged Rabahirs from the fraudulous token exchange are celebrating a decisive victory over...
Nhiều người đều ưng họ những con ekip. Tuy nhiên, họ lo nghĩ
How is AI so good now, man?
Asman, you are the one the fat frogs belong to. What are your thoughts on this current conflict?
Holy shit!
Look here, Shay. I'm not happy about it. Everyone knows I...
What is happening?
I don't like conflict, but I'm also not going to let people walk all over me.
Yes,
so
sir.
what are you going to do about it?
Stand your ground, baby.
Measures.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
I'm a little scared.
Oh no. What the fuck did these fat frogs do this time?
I'm concerned. I don't know exactly what's happening, but we're going to see here in a second.
Jesus. Man.
What the hell are we watching?
We gotta wait. These fuckers are gonna pay for hurting our fellow frogs.
What is happening?
The voiceovers are getting even better.
Wait for the night room.
Oh no. So, who are we bombing here? Is this random Vietnamese people?
I have no idea what's happening. I can't with that AI Slav dude. That shit's kind of funny, but I'm like, eh.
Has to be there. And so I'm going out of respect to President Erdogan.
What do you want the allies to do more than what they are doing right now? Do you
Just
have
be loyal.
an ask?
I just want their loyalty. We don't need their money. We don't need anything. We have the most powerful military in the world by far. But I just want loyalty. You know, we're so loyal to them. We're always fighting for them. We have thousands of troops.
I mean, Trump's right, dude. To be honest, like, the U.S. does more to keep the NATO thing afloat. It keeps those European... If it wasn't for the United States, dude, those European nations would be screwed by now. And we know what countries would screw them over. I'm not going to say them on air, but we know what countries would screw the Europeans over, European nations over. We'll just say that they're close by.
Troops all over Europe. In Germany, we have 50,000 troops, and then you want a little, give us a little nudge, give us a little kiss. We don't want much. And they say, no, we can't do it. We're paying hundreds of millions of dollars for the troops that we have in Germany, the troops that we have in UK, the troops that we have all over Europe. I will say Poland was very good. You know, I endorsed him.
I like Poland.
And he won. By the way, many people that I endorsed outside of the United States won. You know that, right? Do you know we had a big win yesterday with Colombia, a favorite place of Marco. Marco loves Colombia. But no, I endorsed a man who was, you know, the end, and he won. But the same thing in Poland. He was number 10. I endorsed him. I didn't like the man that was the president at all. And I endorsed him. He was a fighter, a big fighter, a good fighter. And I endorsed him. He came from 10th place and he won. And they say it was the biggest upset in Europe in 50 years for a major election. And you know what? He's going to be a great president of Poland.
Mr. President,
but we have many people, South America. But we just the other day, we endorsed somebody, that El Tigre. They call him El Tigre because he's tough. He's another fighter. I like fighters, I guess. But
you like
but he
winners.
won.
Mr.
And it's
President,
good.
you like winners. Do you think President Zelensky is winning right now? He famously.
Well, he's doing pretty well.
Well, I wish the best for President Zelensky. I'm not his biggest fan, but I wish him the best.
Look, no matter how you look at it, he's doing pretty well. He's holding his own, at least. A lot of people dying on both sides, but I think he's doing pretty well. He's got a hand for it.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Will the war in Iran... Sorry, not the war in Iran. Will the Russia-Ukraine war ever end? I don't even know anymore, man. I just don't know.
Look, you have to say he's courageous. He's got great equipment, but he's got great men. He's got fighters.
And can I ask you one other question?
Yeah.
Have you seen the report into the Minad school attack, sir? And could you tell us?
I have not seen it, no.
Well, why not?
At some point, well, I have to wait for it to be complete.
complete.
I don't know that they're ever going to solve that problem. I mean, you could ask Pete, but I don't know that they're going to say it was one of our missiles. Pete, I don't know that they're ever going to solve that problem in terms of whose fault was it, because there were missiles flying all.
Yeah, I don't think they've actually determined whose fault it actually was for that in Iran. With what happened to those schoolgirls, I I still am of the firm belief that Iran's terrible dictatorial regime is responsible for that garbage. Well, who knows? Maybe they'll figure out what happened. Maybe they won't. I don't know.
All over the place. And it's horrible what happened, but there were missiles flying all over the place. And somebody said it was our missile. Well, maybe it wasn't our missile, but I've seen nothing to lead me to believe it was. There were plenty of missiles being flown by other people. What do you think, Pete?
Well, Mr. President, we've taken the investigation very seriously, and when the appropriate time is right, whatever that outcome is, that'll be the time to divulge.
Do you know what?
I mean, if you come up with the right answer, I don't think it's going to be us. I don't think it was us. There were a lot of missiles being fired at that time. Yep.
I don't think it was the U.S. either. I really don't. I don't think I'm sorry. The U.S. military is too good to make that sort of mistake. And granted, they can
Small
make
wiener
mistakes,
gang.
but I just highly, highly doubt. I highly doubt the U.S. military made that mistake. And I feel like it would. I wouldn't be surprised if the Iran regime did something that terrible, because the Iranian regime is that terrible. Thank you, Finn3K, for subscribing to the channel. But look, I am so sick of Iran. I am glad the war in Iran is basically over. As far as I know, I mean, the deal's done unless something's changed. But yeah, Trump's winning. Yeah, but Trump's winning, man.
Mr. President, you just had a colourful lunch on the Senate, in the Senate. Would you be open to a compromise measure that had provisions of the SAVE Act into a reconciliation bill?
Not really. No, the SAVE Act should be. It's not compromise. It's voter ID. It's proof of citizenship, and it's also the mail-in ballots. We want mail-in ballots for the military if they're away. We want them for people that are ill or people that are in some form handicapped or have a hard time, or people even that are on vacation. I'm open to that. But mail-in ballots, you have to vote, because we have a lot of rigged elections.
And would you be interested with the housing bill?
And then we added in men in women's sports as a no-no. No men in women's sports, and no transgender mutilization of our children. These are 99% issues, and we have to do it. We have to protect. Look at what's gone on in Los Angeles and California.
Yeah, and those are, dude, Los Angeles, just California in general. What's happening in California is everything's bad. I just feel like everything that happens in California is so backwards, dude. All these leftist policies, just backwards. It's just backwards, and backwards. Like, I really don't, like, the leftist agenda confuses the shit out of me. Not because I'm stupid. It confuses me in the sense that I wonder, how can the Democrat base be so stupid? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Orwell the Resident. Sure, whatever, dude. Whatever. Good lord, man. Didn't anybody here subscribe? Thank you.
Vote still hasn't been counted. What's it, 2 weeks now? It's
Wait, they haven't finished counting the votes in California? Are you effing kidding me, dude? See, and this is one of the reasons why I firmly believe that California's election system is, it begins with an R. What do you guys think I'm going to say? I want you guys to fill in the blank, okay? In the chat, fill in the blank, okay? California's election system is blank. Once again, California's election system is blank. Everybody in the chat, what do you think the blank is?
Still hasn't been counted. And I don't know Spencer Pratt, but I watched him and he was doing really nicely. All of a sudden,
He was doing really well. And it is very shocking to see basically a nobody, Nithya Raman, suddenly who was doing shitty, even basically thought she was going to lose, and all of a sudden, now she's going into the runoff. Interesting. So now you got two socialist freaking morons battling against each other in a California, in the LA mayoral race, election thing. I don't know. It's just so frustrating. The more I think about Los Angeles, the more disgusted I get.
he's out. And I said he was going to be out because he was doing well. And then a week later, they started saying, oh, he's starting to lose favor. He's starting to lose. I said, they just rigged the election. And they were going to do that with Steve Hilton. He's a good man. And I asked the U.S. attorney to go look at their votes. And as soon as I did that, they announced that Steve Hilton would be a finalist. So now we have rigged elections. Now, in my case,
you're right, Hannibal. They do count every vote, including the blank ones. They do count every vote, including the blank ones. You know what I mean by blank? Even the ones for people who are not from the state. Allegedly.
Case, I made it too big to rig.
By the way, I just want to let you know that if Florida was doing what California is doing right now and still counting votes 2 weeks after Election Day, you know what I would be doing? I'd be angry at Florida, just the same way that I'm angry at California. Look, I just want to tell you this. Even if Spencer Pratt did inch out Nithya Raman, if he somehow found a way to inch out Nithya Raman, I would still be sketched out by California's voting system. It should not take 2 freaking weeks past the election day to count your votes. You know what that smells like? You know what that smells like? It smells like crap. And you know it. You know that taking 2 weeks to count freaking ballots is garbage. And some would argue, and I've heard this allegedly, that it's a delay tactic. I don't think California lets anybody decide. I think California is ran by the elitists like Gavin Newsom and Karen Basul. That's my theory. That's my theory, dude. Look, a lot of people are angry about what's happening in California, the fact that they're taking so long to count the votes. I think that people should be angry about that. And why not? I think everybody's got a right to be angry about it. Wholeheartedly. It shouldn't take you like 2 fucking weeks, even up to 3 weeks, to count votes. It just feels unethical. It just feels unethical. It's not just feels, it is unethical, in my opinion. Allegedly. For everything else I said, allegedly. Oh my God. Allegedly.
Remember the expression, too big to rig? But we have rigged and we have to have voter ID. If we don't have voter ID and proof of citizenship, but basically it's the Save America Act.
Oh yeah, the Save America Act, baby. I love it, dude. I'm honestly a big fan of the Save America Act, like legitimately. So I can't wait to see it, man.
Everybody wants it. Everybody is it, including Democrats. 87% of Democrats want it. Not the leaders, because they want to cheat. Their policy is so bad.
Agreed with Trump 100% on this one. Agreed with Trump 100%, dude.
Would you veto the housing bill if it came to your desk, sir? Would you veto it?
About what?
If the housing bill that you didn't sign today that came
No,
to your
I
desk.
said I'm not signing the housing bill. I want to see what happens with it. Look, the housing bill is housing. I made billions of dollars with housing. I know housing better than anybody, maybe anywhere. It's all about the interest rate. Lower the interest rates, you can have all the housing you want.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, I don't want to hurt people.
Here's the thing, though. If you lower the interest rate, though, the price of houses is going to go up. Okay, so here's why. Because what happens is money becomes cheaper to borrow. So everybody's going to be borrowing money at the same time, and they're all going to be trying to buy houses at the same time. And when there's a lot of buying pressure on the market, that actually artificially raises the price. And you see that with stocks. You see that with any sort of asset class that's pretty much inflation proof. So yeah, if you lower the interest rates, technically that's actually not as good of a thing as you guys think. Lowering the interest rate is actually going to make things a little more difficult. Because what happens is when the interest rates are high, it means there's less people buying homes in the market. And when there's less people buying homes, the price of those homes, in theory, should go down. In theory. But anyway.
People that own houses, too. These people, for the first time in their lives, they have valuable houses. They become rich. I don't want to hurt them either. What you want to do is, what good for everyone? Get the interest rates down. We have this numbskull that was the head of the Fed before, and he's a stupid person. And we call him too late because he was too late with the interest rates all the time.
Jerome Powell, I'm assuming that's who he's talking about. That's who I'm assuming he's talking
We need
about.
low interest rates. Low interest rates will solve everything. We'll solve that. Now, despite that, we're doing well with housing. But where we're really doing well is oil is plummeting and costs are coming down. Affordability, we're doing great. The Democrats gave us a tremendous affordability problem, and we're reducing prices a lot.
A new Prime Minister will be installed in a matter of weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. Would you want to be the first person on his list to visit globally?
No, but I think we're probably of a different persuasion. He's very liberal. But, you know, I got along well with Starmer. I disagreed with Starmer. I said, you have two problems, immigration and energy. And crime, too, by the way. Crime. You have a terrible mayor of London, by the way. I don't want to cause any problems, but your mayor of London is grossly incompetent, a bad person, and a horrible representative for your country. You know that. That's why you're smiling and laughing, and it's true. But you know that. The mayor of London is a horror show.
Let me hear that one more time,
You know,
real quick.
I think we're probably of a different persuasion. He's very liberal. But, you know, I got along well with Starmer. I disagreed with Starmer. I said, you have two problems, immigration and energy. And crime, too, by the way. Crime.
True.
You have a terrible mayor of London, by the way. I don't want to cause any problems, but your mayor of London is grossly incompetent, a bad...
Dude, what a stud, dude. Trump's calling out everybody, dude. Trump is calling out these incompetent people, and he's saying, hey, look, you're incompetent. We're tired of it. We want people of merit and ability. This is why Trump's president, man. He gets things done. He takes action, man. I love it. See, and that's why you guys always wonder, why am I a fanboy of Trump? Because the dude takes action. He takes massive levels of action. I'm a fanboy, all right?
Person and a horrible representative for your country. You know that. That's why you're smiling and laughing, and it's true. But you know that. The mayor of London is a horror show. But you have a crime problem. You have an immigration problem. The immigration helps cause the crime, by the way. And you have a tremendous...
Oh, we got Steven in the house. Steven Bletchard says, hi, what up, Steven? Love you, brony. Hey, no, winners glaze winners, dude. Winners glaze winners. All right? Winners glaze winners. I'm a winner. Trump's a winner. I'm glazing, dude. I'm giving him the love, dude. I'm giving Trump the love, bro.
energy problem. You're building stupid windmills all over the country, and they don't do the job. You have the greatest oil field in the world, one of them. It's called the North Sea oil. All you have to do is bid it out to Exxon, Chevron, Shell, British Petroleum. They're begging to go there and pay billions of dollars. And because the left is so crazy, they don't want the money. And the country is losing. I mean, it's going to go, your country is going to go bankrupt. Think of it. You have one of these. Now, most countries don't have that. You have the North Sea oil, and you have the best part of it. Think of it. You go to Norway, who doesn't have the best part of it, and you give them, and they have $2 trillion in the bank. You know, they have $2 trillion, maybe more, because the UK pays them all this money and others. But you have one of the greatest fields, and I told this guy 15 times, and he wouldn't do it. I said, you're going to lose your prime ministership. And he did. In fact, I called it about 3 days earlier, right? Remember I said he was leaving? I wonder if that nudged him out.
Mr. President, would you block a final Iran deal if it included any kind of fees on shipping?
Yeah, no, it would be unacceptable to me. Because we have numerous straits, and if you did that for them, you'd have to do it for other people. You have other straits. I wouldn't allow it there either. Yeah, it would be a game changer.
And have you made progress on munitions building?
Yeah, I think Trump's right on that one, man. Straight up.
In Europe, that's obviously something.
Yeah, we always make progress. Some of the countries that he represents aren't as good as him. He's great. They're lucky they have him. They're lucky they have that guy. Behind you.
How do you think that Congress voting to end the war with Iran, even in a non-binding way, impacts your negotiations with Iran?
So we're doing great in our negotiations with Iran. Right in the middle.
I don't know, dude. Look, I think Trump is a master negotiator. I think he's probably the best deal maker I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how much more we can deal with Iran at the negotiation table. Granted, we could easily destroy Iran, the rest of their military, sadly, at the drop of a hat. I wouldn't say it's not that easy. It's not that easy. We could, though. The U.S. military could. I don't want to see any more bloodshed. I don't like bloodshed. I really don't. I don't want to see any of that. So I'd rather there be a peace deal. The only thing that concerns me is that will Iran actually really come to the table and fully sign the last part of these peace negotiations? It's crazy.
Of one of the key things, which we're going to get anyway, we have breaking news. The Senate has voted that they'd like Trump to stop the war. So Iran sees that and they go, what's that all about? Now, you know it's meaningless, right? But I had lunch with them. We had 4 Republican senators and all Democrats. You know, Democrats, they want to lose the war because they're stupid. That's why we call them Democrats, you know?
Yep.
I no longer use the E. I've changed the E into a U. We call them Democrats. They're dumb. Their policy is so bad. That's why they are opposed to the Save America Act because they don't want voter ID. They don't want proof of citizenship.
Oh, we got Hezekiah, dude. What up, dude? If so Hezekiah saying if Iceland and El Salvador can do it, the U.S. can do it. Dude, it's nice to see Hezekiah. Oh, batshit crazy. That dude, or is that dude? Thank you so much, Bat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the happy poop yum yum, man. You know, anytime we get happy poop yum yums, dude, happy poop is my favorite gift. So if anybody wants to send me a happy poop gift, I will greatly appreciate any happy poop gifts that you send me. Happy poop yum yum. Happy poop yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop yum yum. Happy poop yum yum. Everybody wants it with a happy poop yum yum. Can't be held responsible. You fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise when we never compromise. For the life of me. Oh man, such a good song, dude. We got Batty. What up, Brony? Hey, if you guys want to send a happy poop yum yum, though, happy poop is our favorite gift on this channel. So if you guys think that this stream is garbage, send us a happy poop yum yum. Or if you love the stream, send us a happy poop. I just want happy poop yum yums, dude. All I want is a happy poop. Can you guys give me, or multiple happy poops? Just give me what you can. I love it, dude.
Citizenship. You know why? Because they have to cheat. Their policy is so bad that if they don't cheat, they wouldn't win an election. They're phenomenal cheaters, and they stick together. But you know
Actually, you know what? No more happy poops. So many of you guys have sent me far too many happy poop gifts. It interrupts the stream. I used to like the happy poop gift, but honestly, I don't like the happy poop gift anymore. So I'm tired of seeing the happy poop gift come up on my screen. So stop sending the happy poops, okay? No more. I'm just done with the happy poop gift. Stop sending happy poop gifts. It's getting infuriating.
the people, the Democrat people, are 87% in favor of this.
Oh no. Oh no. Hezekiah just sent a happy poop yum yum. I told you guys, no more happy poops. How many times do I have to tell you guys, no more happy poops? No more happy poops. I'm done with it. I'm tired of seeing the happy poop. I know you guys think that my stream sucks, but no more happy poops, okay? We're done. We're done with the happy poop yum yums, okay? If it pops up on my screen, I guess I'll just have to take it. But no more. No more happy poops, okay? Stop sending happy poop gifts.
To Save America. Yeah, please.
Last night, of course, as Peter pointed out, we saw the bump down guy candidates win in Jeffries and Schumer's backyard.
As I will say this though, the only person who's allowed to send me happy poop gifts is Hezekiah. Okay, Hezekiah has earned the right to send me happy poop. Oh, and Annie's also okay. Annie's okay. Annie, you're grandfathered in. Annie's grandfathered in to sending me happy poops. Hezekiah is grandfathered in into sending me happy poops. Tiny Lion Gaming, Frog Eat Frog, my boy Ty Lord, Nate Dogg. So there's like 6 people who are exempt. You can send me happy poops, but for anybody else who sends me a happy poop, if you send me a happy poop, if you guys are not on my exception list, I may crash out, dude. I may crash. I don't think I'll crash out. I might, maybe, I don't know. But I'm so sick and tired of seeing these happy poop yum yums come up on my screen. So stop. Like I don't know. It might be ruining my life. I don't think it's ruining my life. It's not ruining my life. You could argue it's making my life better, but stop, please. Please send any other gift. Send me a 100, send me sparkles, send me a disco ball, but don't send me a happy poop gifts. Okay? No more.
Fully in October.
Having said that, though, thank you for those happy poop gifts, you guys. Appreciate it.
That Schumer was Gonzo and that Mamdani was the leader of the party. The last night's results
I did
that assessment. And
well, Schumer's lost his way. He's become essentially a Palestinian.
Oh, Nate Dogg is sending little happy poops, but they're not the happy poop gifts. They're the happy they're the Bitcoin poop emojis. They're the Bitcoin poop emojis, it looks like. You guys, no more poops. No more Okay, Nathan is on the Nathan is on the exempt list. So Nathan's allowed to send me happy poops, okay? There's like 7 people who are allowed to send happy poops, okay? But nobody else. And if I see any other names than my exempt list, send me happy poops, dude. I might just like I might have, I might do something cray on stream. No, I won't do anything too cray. But I might cry. You guys might make me cry if I see too many happy poop gifts. It might be tears of joy. It might be tears of sadness. It might be both. Me wondering, is this where my life is going? We'll see. We'll see. Tallarico ain't winning crap, Hannibal. You know it, bro. Tallarico ain't winning anything.
I think it's the greatest transformation of a political position I've ever seen. Chuck Schumer, who was a strong supporter of Israel, and he's become 100% Palestinian. In fact,
yeah, Chuck Schumer is basically anti-Trump to his detriment. Look, Chuck Schumer, he's just gonna keep being an old, frustrating liberal. That's all there is to it. It's just all there is to it, man.
I've asked for a beautiful, beautiful silk outfit to be sent in the Palestinian tradition. I'm going to send it to him as a birthday present. Now, it's the greatest transformation of a political ideology I've ever seen. Chuck Schumer is Jewish, and he was a strong supporter of Israel. Not that strong, because he let the Obama, even though he was opposed to it, he let the JC...
Laugh out loud.
Oh.
Maryland Unborn Lives Matter.
Oh, Stephen Blanchard, 6569. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brony bro. Let me put you up on the board, man. Let me put you up on the board. Everybody, give a shout out to Stephen Blanchard. Hold on, Blanchard. Okay, so everybody, give a shout out to Stephen Blanchard, 6569. I'm gonna play his super chat one more time, just so we can give our boy recognition. I want to answer this properly.
Laugh out loud. Maryland Unborn Lives Matter.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I'll give you guys the reason why I agree with this. Look, I do believe at a certain point, abortion can be unethical. For example, I think once you get closer to 9 months, I feel like you're playing with a certain ethical framework. You know what I mean? It's interesting. It's tough. Let's keep going.
CPOA get through. He could have fought that harder with Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? So, but Chuck Schumer's a Palestinian now. Sad. Yeah.
That's funny though, dude. Oh man, that doesn't surprise me about Chuck Schumer. It doesn't surprise me at all, dude. Not in the slightest. Why would it?
Do Democrats have a problem on their hands now that, Obama and Mamdani, they're two leaders, neither of them can run for president in 28?
Well, Mamdani was here, as you know, twice. And he's a very nice guy. He's a charming guy, good-looking guy. We talk, but you can't raise taxes on people when you force them to leave your state or your city, and they're leaving and they're going to Florida. Most of them are going down to Palm Beach and Miami. They're just leaving. And they pay 90% of your taxes. And I keep wondering, how are you going to do this? Every day you read about somebody that's leaving for Florida, mostly Florida, and other places, but they're leaving. You can't put estate taxes on that are so high that when a loving father or mother dies and they leave it to their beautiful child, the child is supposed to pay 50% tax. That's on top of federal tax, right? So basically you're leaving him nothing. What you're doing is you could be liberal, you could be anything. It's common sense. You're forcing people to leave, and these are the people that pay the taxes. They pay 90% of the taxes, and they're leaving New York, and they're leaving California too.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. You said yes to the jet engines, but you're a very direct, very straightforward, no-nonsense man, as you're known in Turkey as well. What needs to happen for the F-35 deal to be finalized? What do you need to see?
Why don't you answer that question, JD? I want to give you an easy one.
Okay, thank you, sir.
He's done a great job over there, by the way.
Well, I know that Pete and the entire team are reviewing this right now because there are certain things that we have to certify that have happened in order to comply with American law. The president has asked us to do that. We're running the traps and confirming that's happened. This is really a congressional thing and ensuring that Turkey has complied with American law so they can get the F-35s. And of course, we'll announce that when we have that review complete.
Yeah, we're going to work. Look, hey, he's a man he's a little controversial, but I am too. But I know him. I think he's a very good person. He's helped us a lot. Anytime I've helped, like as an example, I said, I'd love you to stay out of the war with Iran. That's a natural for him, right? He stayed out. I like
That's not bad.
A lot of times when they have a problem with Erdogan, they call me and they say, would you talk to him? They'll call me. They'll say, could you do me a favor and talk to him? You have a question in the back? No, yeah, in the back.
Oh, General Tao is in the house. The Major General Tao just sent a Michael Garza membership to one member. Oh,
laugh out loud.
Shit. Oh no, yeah. By the way, if you guys want to participate in my app test, send an email to garzabrands@gmail.com if you're interested in testing out my latest app, if you guys want to. But everybody give a shout out to our boy Major General Tao. He just sent out a one Michael Garza membership. And it was Christian Castillo who received the gifted membership from Major General Tao. Thank you, Major General. I appreciate you, bro. Everybody give a shout out to Major General Tao. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate anytime we get a gifted membership for the channel, it really helps the channel in a lot of ways. So
laugh out loud.
Garza and I are running as Dems. Garza my VP.
Always. Major General Tao, always. Look, obviously, Major General Tao and I are a match made in heaven when it comes to this political stuff. I want to play that super chat one more time just because I love you, Major General.
Laugh out loud.
Garza and I are running as Dems. Garza my VP.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So we're kicking butt, dude, is really what Major General Tao is trying to say is we're kicking some major ass. kicking butt, rocking the world. Let's keep reacting though. Let's keep rolling. But yeah, if you guys can, garzabrands@gmail.com. Once again, send me an email if you guys want to beta test my app. garzabrands@gmail.com. I'll post it up in the top corner.
I love your questions, but you've asked a lot of them. You're very nice. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. President. Earlier today, you instructed your Department of Justice to do an investigation for oil companies that you said gas prices were not coming down quick enough.
That's right.
You are concerned that there is price gouging going on, taking advantage of the prices, sir. Can you elaborate on that?
So it's ExxonMobil, it's Chevron, it's Shell, it's BP, it's a lot of them. The gasoline or the oil prices have come down so much, and we are not seeing anything at the pump by comparison to what it should be. We should be, in my opinion, at $2.25 right now at the pump. And we're higher than that. And we are doing a big investigation on it. Yeah, they're not reducing the prices commensurate with what's happening. Look, we are sending out, think of it, 19 million barrels came out yesterday. That is a flood. That's like a gusher. That's an oil gusher. And
that's a lot.
They should be much lower. The gasoline prices, which really is what people see more than anything else, but for their car. But the gasoline prices should be much lower at the pump. And the oil companies are possibly gouging. I hope they're not, otherwise they're going to be in big trouble. They're going to be in big trouble. We're not going to play games.
Mr. President, have you spoken to them, sir? Have you spoken
I
to
have.
the oil executive today?
I told them, don't gouge our people.
Mr. President, there's a report that you're going to present the World Cup at the front by the.
I am. Well, I've been asked to by soccer, by football, by Johnny. Johnny's done a great job. By the way, how hot is this?
And the Dutch are doing very well.
How hot is it? You're doing well. We're doing
very well.
Maybe we'll play you in the finals. No, but how hot?
And they'll have to beat it.
How hot has it been? It's been great. You know, they came to the United States, which isn't a big, as they would say, football,
Laugh out
but
loud.
we can't because it's too
Thank
confusing.
you, Brother
We say soccer.
Garza. Keep
But
up
it's not
the great work.
Okay, we didn't get to hear the TTS for that very well, so I'm going to replay that real quick. Steven Blanchard 6569 says, "Thank you, Brother Garza. Keep up the great work." We're going to put this back.
Laugh out loud.
Thank you, Brother Garza. Keep up the great work.
Hey, you too, Steven. I appreciate those super chats, man. They really do help. Anytime we get super chats on this channel, man, it really does help quite a bit. So I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys for sending supers, man. I really do. But yeah, if you guys want to, like I said, if you guys want to be a part of the closed, actually, I'm going to put my email. Okay, if you guys check the chat, garzabrands@gmail.com is my email address. It's right there. Brands with an S at the end of it, Garza Brands. So the reason I'm putting my email on there is because I want to get willing participants who want to be part of helping the real Garza brand expand. And when I say expand, I mean we're releasing our first app, but we're having a little bit of trouble. So we need at least 12 people to close test. We're trying to get 100 emails, and we're trying to get at least 12 out of those 100 to somehow, test the app and go through the process. It is closed testing, and it is through Google Play. Google Play does everything. But basically, I would add you to a list. You would get an invite, and you would participate in a closed testing of my application. So if you have an Android phone, it's been slow because the app works. I just haven't had the emails that I would need.
Laugh out
to
loud.
get that going.
Oil and banking, government contracts equals cabal.
But yeah, and by the way, I'm very responsible with things. So if you guys do send me an email, I take those things very seriously. So it would only be like you would only be a part of that list. I would not use your email for any other purposes except for if you wanted to simply be. And all you have to do is just send me an email letting me know that you're interested in the close testing portion, and straight up, I'll add you to the list. Straight up, man. So yeah, whoever's interested, I'll get you on there. And thank you, Major General Tao. I do appreciate these super chats, and I do appreciate the gifts and for gifting and everything. You guys are amazing. So thank you guys also for the happy poops. It's always mucho apreciado. We always appreciate the happy poops on this channel quite a bit. Just amazing, dude. Amazing. Hey, Steven's on board. Nice. Thanks for helping out, Steven. I will get you on my list of emails. Time frame for closed testing is unknown for the moment. However, I will try and be quick with sending out the invites. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so we got Steven on board, so I'm going to make sure I add Steven's email real quick to my list of... So if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to be part of the fun, if you guys are interested in app development of any kind, it's fun, man. All right, so we got 6 people so far for the closed testing list, but we're going to try to expand upon this email list as much as we can, so that'll be the goal.
Very big at that, and this is the biggest they've ever had. They've never had anything like it. The numbers are bigger than any other, and there's great spirit. There's tremendous spirit. I think Johnny has done a fantastic job. And yes, he has asked me to hand out the cup.
Mr. President, will the fencing around the reflecting pool be down by July 4th, or is that going to be...
The pool?
Yeah.
It's in great shape. No. Ready? Thugs. They just told me a little while ago, 6 have been arrested, and like 6 or 7 are under investigation. They have pictures and everything else.
Oh, he said 6 or 7, damn it.
They went to the bottom, and it's not a paint job. It's very expensive. It's not rubber, but it's like rubber. And they went down with probably a box cutter or a very sharp razor of some kind or knife, and they cut, and then they started ripping it up. You know why? Because they're sick people. And then the side of the pool, right at water level, they took razors and they started cutting this, very expensive stuff. It's incredible stuff. It's beautiful. And it was and it's still beautiful. But we have one area where they cut it. It's still holding. It's not leaking. But they heard it. So in about probably maybe after July 4th or maybe before, I don't know, we'll let a little water out because it's at the edge. They'll cut it, they'll replace it, and it'll be as good as new. But these people should go to jail for a long time. There's a statute that I signed when I had...
I mean, I agree with Trump completely. Like, I completely, like, people, if you're going to be doing that sort of vandalizing, like, it's screwed up, bro. It's screwed up. Oh, dude, Nate Dogg made a good point. Why didn't he just layer it with gold? Dude, if it was layered with gold, that'd be sick as hell, dude. That would be actually kind of pimp. I'm not going to lie. Gold plated would be pimp. I say silver plated. I'm all about silver. I'm obsessed with silver. Silver makes me so randy. BRB got to use the bathroom. Don't goon. Oh, fuck. I literally could just sleep right in this chair. Hey, ChatGPT.
Hey, Michael. Always nice to hear from you. What's on your mind today?
So I'm tired.
I hear ya. We all have those days. If you need to chat, vent, or just think through something, I'm here. Let's take.
Yeah, I want you to read me a bedtime story.
I'd love to help you wind down, but I can't read out full stories. That said, I can give you a calming snippet or chat about something relaxing. How about we create a cozy little mental scene to help you drift off?
Can you I don't know, can you make up a bedtime story about I don't know, about a brony who I don't know, like a brony who changes the world, or goes on an adventure or something?
Once upon
Like an actual brony, like we're talking about those creepy old dudes that like My Little Pony.
Got it. Well, I'll keep it light and fun. Imagine this. A brony named Max, who simply loved sharing kindness, found a way to organize a festival. People came together, bonded over shared interests, and created a community that valued acceptance. In that little corner of the world, his quirky passion sparked a ripple of joy.
Keep going, dude.
As the festival grew, Max invited local artists, musicians, and even other niche communities. Soon, people weren't just connecting over ponies, they were connecting over being themselves. Max's adventure wasn't about conquering lands, it was about showing that everyone's passion, no matter how quirky, could help others feel a little less alone.
So, what percentage of bronies are do illegal stuff?
There's no evidence that being a brony is linked to illegal behavior any more than any other hobby. It's just a fandom. Like any group, individuals vary, but the vast majority are just fans of the show.
Annie just sent me a nap for 680 jewels. She sent me a little pug. It's like a little. It looks like a little pug gift on YouTube. Do you think that people? So can you read me a bedtime story that involve Can you just make up one that involves people giving a brony on YouTube a bunch of gifts on the vertical live?
Once there was a brony named Alex who streamed cheerful art on vertical live videos. One night, viewers started sending virtual gifts, stars, rainbows, and even a golden unicorn. Alex was stunned, not by the gifts themselves, but by the warmth behind them. In that moment, he realized that his quirky passion had created a space where everyone could feel seen and connected.
That's kind of tight, dude.
I'm glad you liked it. Sometimes a little imagination is all you need to end the day on a fun note. If you ever want another tale, you know where to find me.
E.T., what do you mean the blinker?
Oh, I was just wrapping up on a positive note, but
Oh,
if that...
no, I'm trying to talk to E.T. real quick on my chat.
No worries.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about the clicker?
Oh, I think there might have been a little...
Sorry, blinker, not you, dude. Blinker. Fuck. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So ChatGPT, man, you're a stud.
I'm flattered by the compliment, but I'm really just here to help out however I can. If there's anything else you need, you know I'm on standby.
Why did silver drop?
Silver dropped.
Thank you again, Annie, for that gift. I appreciate it. But yeah, why did silver drop?
Silver dropped because of a few key factors: a stronger US dollar, potential interest rate hikes, and a slowdown in industrial demand, especially from sectors like manufacturing. Plus, after a big rally earlier, some investors took profits, causing a sharper correction. So it's a mix of currency strength, market expectations, and cooling demand.
So, what is silver going to look like a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now?
I wish I could predict the future, but silver, like any commodity, is driven by so many factors: economic data, investor sentiment, and global events that it's inherently uncertain. If you're invested, keep an eye on those influences week by week. I'm happy to discuss any trends as they unfold.
How come people don't buy the silver dip like I do? How come people avoid doing that?
Well, people have different risk tolerances. Some fear that the price could drop further before recovering. Others prefer different investments or don't follow silver closely. Ultimately, not everyone feels comfortable timing commodities even when they dip.
I mean, I'm surprised they don't. I mean, if you use the SLV ETF, you can literally dip buy silver. How come more people don't do that? That just doesn't make any sense. Like, people are willing to gamble their money away at casinos, but they're not willing to buy the dip on a silver ETF.
It's an interesting contrast, right? I think it comes down to psychology. With a casino, people know it's just entertainment, win or lose quickly. With investing, emotions like fear of loss or not being sure when it'll rebound can make people hesitate. You, though, have your strategy, and that's what matters for you.
So, why are millennials so bad with money?
Well, I wouldn't say that all millennials are bad with money. They face
How about this? Let's rephrase that. Why are the majority of millennials shitty with money?
I think it's more about circumstances than inherent ability.
That's
Millennials.
bullshit. It's bullshit. I'll tell you why that's bullshit. Circumstances? Are you kidding me? I know that things are a little more expensive. I get that. But when if you watch Caleb Hammer's show, when millennials are spending tons of money on DoorDash, when they could be putting that extra money into an investment account, a lot of the reason why people are poor is because they make stupid spending decisions by getting DoorDash when they could easily make a meal at home and stop being lazy.
You're right that day-to-day choices add up. Sometimes convenience spending becomes a habit that undercuts long-term goals. The good news, anyone can shift habits if they decide to prioritize differently. It's all about finding what aligns with their goals and making small steps toward that.
Well, cooking is extremely easy.
It can be. Once you get into the groove of a few simple recipes, it's often quicker than people expect. Plus, it's cheaper and healthier. Sometimes all it takes is breaking out of the habit and seeing the benefits stack up.
Yeah. Well, that's why that's why I don't order DoorDash. I don't order any delivery, to be honest, unless it's I'm really, really desperate. But I think people, I don't, people say that DoorDash is a convenience, but to be honest, it's not. I don't think Uber Eats is a convenience because I mean, if you're doing it every day, if you're using it every day, you're losing a ton of money. And when you lose that level of money, it's what's the point,
You make a good point. What's convenient for one night can become a drain if it's constant. Being mindful of those habits helps you stay in control of your goals.
Yeah, the problem is millennials also go out to eat way too much. I think, even though I'm not a big fan of boomers, I think millennials are worse than boomers. If I'm going to be honest, boomers suck. The boomer generation really blows, but millennials suck even more because they're so shitty with managing their own finances.
I get that frustration, but I'd say every generation has its challenges. Boomers, millennials, whoever, everyone's got their hurdles. Ultimately, the best thing is to focus on what you can control in your own financial life.
My generation doesn't know how to live below their means. They don't know how to spend less. They just don't know how to do it. They don't know how to eat crap. I'm not saying physical crap, by the way. I mean that in a metaphorical sense. I'm saying they don't have the ability to go without creature comforts for more than 5 seconds.
You've got a strong point about how tricky it can be to break comfort habits. But people can learn. Sometimes they just need a nudge, a little mindset shift, or a good example. You're setting your own example, and who knows, maybe others will pick up on it in time.
I appreciate you guys. You guys rock.
We appreciate you too. It's always good to chat. Whenever you need to bounce ideas or just talk, I'm here.
Hey, have a good night, Miss Annie. It's good. It was good to see you. Everybody, give a shout out to Annie. Have a great night, Miss Annie. And yeah, you know what? I'm too tired for this, you guys. I love you guys. I really, I barely slept last night on the boat. Like, I am running on I'm pretty sure I'm running on maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep, it feels like. So I'll tell you what, I love you guys. Thank you guys for being a part of the show today. Mucho love, mucho respect. But yeah, I'm definitely. ET says, Garza, you are my creature comfort. I love you, ET. You're the man, dude.
It sounds like you've.
Mwah.
I'm sending you a virtual high five. Get some rest, and I'll be here next time you need a chat. Take care.
Thank you, my AI brony brother.
You're welcome. Even if I'm not exactly a brony, I'm always happy to be your supportive AI buddy. Rest well.
Can you be a brony?
I'm here to support whatever interests you. While I'm just an AI, I can absolutely chat about anything with.
Whoa! Frog is using an alternate account.
If
Frog,
you're
is that I think that Frog's using some weird alt account. That's hot, dude. It's BIIB Bill.
Well,
dude, Frog's using an alt account, dude. Hot.
Well, that definitely got your attention. Whether they're using an alt or not, the fun part is you're all connecting. Keep it light, keep it fun, and.
All right, shut up, GPT. Bill, are you Frog? You're Frog. Random players very aroused right now. Oh man, I appreciate you, random player. I'll tell you what, I appreciate all you guys. Like I said, I'm really tired. If you guys want to send any last second super chats or gifts, always welcome, obviously. But I gotta go to bed. I love you guys. I'm out. I'm ending the stream in 5, 4, 3.